They're all pretty experienced performers, and that's what we're actually going to watch on this ABC competition. No collies, one or two collie types. We've got Australian Kelpies in there, Australian Shepherd and Sheepdogs. It's getting around the rules a bit, I think, but we'll wait and see. The judge for this will be our Dutchman, Tom van der Laar. Good to see him again. He thoroughly enjoyed himself yesterday, and the competitions really were excellent. We have a whole range of agility competitions coming up this afternoon. This first one is this ABC, as you can see, but in addition to that, we've got the medium agility team final, and we've got the singles finals. That's small, medium and large. We've also got the small challenge, part 2 to the small challenge. So there's a lot of good agility events coming up today. It does keep the crowd entertained enormously, because not everyone comes to Crufts for the breeds. They come here for this ring, which has marvellous entertainment all day long, all sorts of aspects of dogs, not all about the breeds. It's about dogs working, enjoying themselves, having fun. At the end of the day, it's about the breeds, and it's about breed types and everything else. But in the meantime, we have this wonderful array of really good, exciting, entertaining events. I've just been told that I've just given you some false information there. It was Tom van der Laar yesterday judging, but it's actually that lady who's going to be the judge, Lynn Shaw. And my mistake on that. In fact, I think all my paperwork was wrong both yesterday and today, because everything yesterday had Lynn Shaw as the judge. Everything today's got Tom down, but that's just a little clerical error. And as soon as you see the people, you know you've made a mistake, so we put it right. We've got 12 competitors in this competition. Some interesting breeds in there, though. We do have a Weimaraner. We've got a Lurcher in there. Bearded Collies. Disappointed not to see a standard poodle in there. We've had those in the past, but it's interesting. All the dogs competing, whatever their size, it's not small, medium or large, it's every size of dog. Some very well-known handlers in here as well. It's amazing how many handlers handle so many different kinds of dogs, and they're quite happy to do so, Graham.
Absolutely, Peter. It just stems really from a joy of owning dogs, and some people have their breeds. You've got Mark Douglas down there, who we'll see later on, always has Kelpies, always does very well with them. He gets on well with them.
I think he was the first to bring the Kelpies into these competitions, wasn't he? It must have been a roundabout.
I think we've also got Mr. Nigel Staines down there.
Oh, yes.
We'll see him. He's probably had one of the most successful Kelpies that we've ever seen, which he'll be running later on, but we'll tell you a bit more about him later on. But you're talking about all sizes of dog here in the ABCs, Peter. Interestingly enough, the Kennel Club are going to be introducing a competition next year for medium ABCs.
Oh, interesting, interesting. Okay, well, all adds grist to the mill, as they say.
The club has made big changes at dog shows to force the pace, including
the handlers having a really good look at this course. The jumps are at their maximum height.
The Kennel Club has and will take firm action, like removing challenge certificates.
That's 65 centimetres or 650 mil, whichever way.
Just over a couple of feet. I still have to think in old money.
Well, if you remember, Peter, I lost half a crown yesterday, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Yes, that's serious old money, that is.
So our chief steward there, you see in the shot, Mr. Dave Jolly. He looks after the ring party and building all the courses and tries to keep the competitors in order. He doesn't always succeed. He's asking them very politely if they'll leave, because we need to get on.
Your time's up,
exactly.
You've had enough time, get out. But he's far more polite than that. He's got a really difficult job and he does it extremely efficiently.
He does. So what we'll expect to see now is Lynn Shaw being introduced in the next minute or two, our judge. She's from Boston and Lincolnshire, and she's actually involved in training of our British agility judges. She goes around delivering seminars and qualifying the judges to basically award challenge certificates and just to be qualified to judge KC events.
It's a very big moment for her, but it's a very big moment for the competitors as well. This is a massive arena. They probably never get the opportunity in the course of the year to perform in front of so many people in the audience. Nerve-wracking. They've got to keep their wits about them and not suffer from stage fright in any way.
There are two big competitions in the year. There's Crufts and there's Olympia. And then there's also the championship judge who gets to come in here and judge on Sunday evening, which is probably the top honour for a judge in the country.
Lynn Shaw being introduced. Nice smile there. Very experienced. She's not going to be phased by this.
She'll change that pleasant smile to one of ultimate concentration here in a minute, Peter, and then we'll think she's been miserable, but actually you do need to concentrate every second of every dog.
Well, the first dog coming up to the line there, this is a Kelpie, 6-year-old, called Style, owned by Jason Gardner. These are quite tight now. It's a lot of stuff round and back on itself and over and through the same jumps and back. Bring the dog round, good handling. These Kelpies are quite quick. In fact, they're very quick and they really need some controlling. This gives us the shape of the course. Oh, my word. There are so many bits that have to be negotiated very carefully. Well, that's a good speed. Now, clear there. A clear round in 31.81. That's a good time. They had an elimination, unfortunately, this morning. So that means they almost certainly, well, they can't win it, I don't think, with that. But that's no fault, so it was a very good run indeed.
Yep, these have been run in reverse order from the placings this morning, Peter. So
that's right. Another one that suffered an elimination in the agility this morning. This is the Weimaraner Chaos with Alan Score from Harrow. It's a 9-year-old dog, much slower than the Kelpie, or apparently slower. Sometimes it's quite deceptive with the movement of these slightly larger dogs. So the mistake there, 5 faults. Very obvious mistake, that one.
Yes, some of the larger breeds do cover the ground very, very quickly, and it's also about nice tight turns. You can pick up an awful lot of time just by coming around the ring really tightly. Nice finish there for him.
Nice finish, but unfortunately 5 faults. 35.83.
The judge indicating the fault.
Now we've got the first of our beardies this afternoon. They only had 5 faults this morning. The whole of the rest of this lot, there were only 3 with faults or 4 with faults. All the rest were clear. So it was a timed agility competition. My word, very close. But as I say, 5 faults for this morning. This bearded collie who is Phelan, 6 years old, with Cass Creaser from Homerook.
Always love watching these bearded collies, Peter. The whole thing seems to shimmer as they go across the ground. It's absolutely fantastic. Now she's opting to stay that side and push through that gap, which is slightly different than we've seen so far, but it works just as well.
She's a relative newcomer to agility. 3 years she's been doing it. Disqualification for the wrong course, went the wrong way of the wall.
Yeah, she pushed out around the back of it for some reason.
Yep,
it's easy to get.
There's an elimination. Yeah, what a shame. What a shame. It was a nice, delicate run. It wasn't going to be quick enough to win, that's for sure.
But nerves play a big part in these competitions. If you haven't been here before, we always say you need to go to one of these big events, including the Worlds and the Europeans, once, just so you start to get the feel of things and you start to feel a bit more at home. Look at the bling collar on this dog, Pete.
Yes, lovely, isn't it? This is Casca. This is another beardie. Doesn't have much of a coat, does it? Or not been left with much of a coat. It's been groomed off it, but it's not a breed competition. It's not a show dog. This is a lovely agility dog. Clear so far. They had 5 faults this morning in the agility competition. That's the way the previous dog should have gone. And over. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, yes. A bling performance. Wonderful stuff there.
And look on, you'll see here going through the weaving post, look at this collar shimmering in the light. The rules are that they must only wear a flat, close-fitting collar. Doesn't say anything about whether it's got a bit of bling in it or not.
Bit of decoration on it. No.
Fantastic.
And now we've got Mark Douglas. We talked about him before. This is an Australian Kelpie again. This is Puck, 7 years old. Mark Douglas from Pontypridd. They've got 5 faults.
Unfortunately, the dog broke its weight there. Took him a bit by surprise. This was actually the ABC winner at Olympia this year.
Not going to win today, unfortunately.
No. As you say, the dog broke its weight. Took him a little bit by surprise. And then, of course, he took a little bit of time to compose himself again. Nicely handled, very experienced handler.
But even when you've made a mistake like that, you know you're not going to win the competition, you still keep going, don't you? And the dog keeps going. It's no idea it's made any mistakes. Just the 5 there. Oh, a full disqualification. A complete disqualification at the end.
Yeah,
there.
it ran round the last but one jump and then carried on, unfortunately. Once it starts to go wrong, Peter, it very often continues to go wrong, unfortunately.
On the start line, we've got Denise Catt here with Mickey. This is an Australian Shepherd dog. 2 years old, very young. She said it's a real teddy bear at home. Can she control it on this course as easily as you can control the teddy bear at home? I don't know.
Very enthusiastic, this dog. Still only 2 years of age. Got a great future in front of it. I think we're going to be seeing it again in the future. You watch, it never stops barking its enjoyment all the way around. Quite wide on some of the turns, but that'll come with experience.
And Denise says the faster he runs, the louder he barks.
Well
That's
done.
a clean round, 34.05. That puts them in the lead at the moment.
And she's
Although
very
they
happy
had
about
5
that.
faults this morning. Nice to see a Belgian Shepherd dog coming in now. This is the Gronendal version. Andy Brown with Sky. Sky's 9 years old. They come from Worcester.
It's been a very successful dog, this one, in its time. It's 9 years of age now, just starting to slow down just a fraction. And Andy's decided that to call it a day. Well, that's...
Yes.
The dog took the first pole. As I say, he's starting just to show a few signs of age, but sensible decision. The dog never actually got up for it, and he's just decided, just slightly
You can tell,
late.
can't you, if your dog's not actually ready?
No. The best decision, Peter. If you're not sure, take it out. Let live to fight another day.
So we've got Karen Young next with her working bearded collie, 6.5 years old, known as D. I like a little line that she says, about it. She says, most of what I say about D cannot be repeated in public, and they're disqualified. That might be one of the reasons why she says such things about it.
Well, it's 9.5 times out of 10, it's always the handler's fault. And as you say, it's quite a big gap there, Peter. But as I say, nerves play a big part in these things. She'll just be wanting to strut her stuff and show everybody how good this dog can be. And look, there we are. She's picked it up. Nice tight turns now.
And lovely on the move. I love the flowing coat. That's really nice. They were clear this morning, so they'll be disappointed with that. Eliminated very early on there. Wrong course. Whoops. As you say, the handler's fault, not quite in the right position to catch the dog's eye and bring it round.
And a nice clear indication of the elimination, because Lynn has to communicate the scores to the people sat at the side of the ring, so arms above the head, does it nice and clearly.
Alan Short now with another bearded collie, Bobby, 7 years old. They were clear this morning as well, so every chance of winning this competition.
Yeah, great dog. All he's got to do really is just go around, keep his head together.
He's had 4 agility dogs, and this was his first.
It gets you like that, Peter. I've got 9 now. So
have you really? Good morning. Clear so far. This is a good run.
Come on.
This is a very good run.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, 33.71. That puts them in the lead.
Very happy about that. Lovely dog.
Next we have the man who introduced the Kelpies to Britain. This is Nigel Staines with Zico. This little dog's almost 10 years old and one of the most successful dogs ever to take part in agility. 4 times national champion, twice at the Olympias, 1 here at Crufts. I mean, the list is very long, so it's been a privilege, Nigel says, to keep this lovely dog. Keen, isn't it? Oh, 10 years old, look at that.
Been a great advocate of ABC agility and jumping as Nigel throughout the years. Great competitor, great character on the circuit. Always gives 110%. You just look at him.
Clear in the agility competition this morning. Every chance of winning. This is going to be quick. It's quite a small Kelpie actually, this one, isn't it? It's not,
it is.
Nothing like the size of the last one we had running around.
Nigel makes every opportunity to be there for his dog at all times, leaves nothing to chance.
He's right on it, isn't
Absolutely.
he? Right on it all the time. Oh, he's got the easy run out now. Don't make a mistake. Oh, that's terrific. 31.59. That's in the lead. That's going to take some beating. I don't know what the actual course limit is. I didn't get that at the beginning, but they're obviously well in it. 31.59 is a good time. Next we've got a lurcher. Nice to see. Julie Rumsey. Winnie is the lurcher, 4 years old. Its registered name's Hairy Havoc.
Great dog, great character.
Yeah, she's a nice bitch, isn't she? She's lovely.
Can sometimes be a little bit difficult lurchers, but when you get a good one, they are good.
Oh no, that is good.
Yep.
That was very good through the weave.
Nicely handled through there as well. Waits for the dog, picks it up.
Nearly moved too far ahead of it, but this is good. Not fast enough to go into the lead. Might just have crept into second place. Yes, they have.
Look at the style. It's about 3 poles at once. It's in there.
Absolutely. Yes, it is, isn't it? Has to snake
Brilliant.
its way through. Well, we're coming to the last one in the competition. They won the agility competition this morning. Bridget Wire with Della, this little crossbreed, it's age 7 or thereabouts. It was a rescue dog, so I'm not sure.
Very economical little dog, this, Peter, so it may not look as quick, but it's these turns and how tightly she can get it.
A Belgian Shepherd in there, do we think? I wonder. Interesting.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Now, can she do this nice and tightly? Look at that.
Oh, she
Very
again,
nice.
right on it, as we said with Nigel. Yes, good.
This is going to be tight.
Oh, this is they're going to be in. They're in. They're in. Oh, they are. 29.6.
Yeah.
Clear this morning and fastest this afternoon. They've won it. No question about that.
She will be over the moon with that, Peter. I know Nigel will be extremely disappointed with his dog, 10 years of age, probably won't be doing many more big appearances, but well deserved that. Absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely terrific. That was a lovely run, and it was an effortless run. It didn't look impressive, it just did it, which was great. That was really good.
Which is what I said to you earlier. It's about the turns, the tightness, the route that it takes from obstacle to obstacle. If you can do it in as straight a line as possible, the dog goes quicker. All these little things. Brilliant. Well done, Bridget.
Yes, excellent stuff. So the result, by my reckoning, of the competition we've just seen, there's no question that Bridget Wire won it, and in second place it was Nigel Staines in 31.59, good 2 seconds behind. 33.71 was in third place Alan Short with his Beardy, and just 0.01, 100th of a second behind that was Julie Rumsey with that Lurcher in fourth place. Terrific competition. Now those all were clear this morning, so I don't expect that the combined will be any different from that. I think it's likely to be the same result.
No, it's a great competition, as I say. These ABC competitions just really lets the other breeds come to the fore. Not that they're not competitive, Peter, for one moment, but lots of different breeds. It just demonstrates to the people at home, hopefully, that you can do agility with any dog. You don't have to have a collie, you don't have to have a Kelpie, you can do it with anything at all. You can have a go. It's about getting out, having fun, interacting with your dogs and enjoying them.
If you've got a slow, steady dog on a difficult course, you can easily win, can't you? Because you've got to be accurate. Speed is important. You've got to be accurate.
Absolutely, Peter, but it's not always about competing. It's not always about being competitive. It's about enjoying your dogs, Peter. giving them some physical and some mental exercise.
Coming in for the presentation now.
And I think the presentations are going to be made by Mr. Stephen Tucker, who's the Managing Director of GWF Joint Aid for Dogs, who's the sponsor of this class and the ABC classes at Olympia.
Excellent. So we have three prize winners. Okay.
This is the
this
presentation.
is the competition for today. This was. Yes, of course, this is the competition we've just seen, not the combined. So now we have the, oh, I hope we have the combination. That's right, Nigel. That's right, they're only giving 2 placings in the overall, and the winner, of course, no question, Bridget Wire.
Very, very happy Bridget Wire there. Probably one of her biggest successes, and a lovely shield there.
Oh, she's happy, isn't she?
Oh, yes.
That's excellent.
Lovely lady, lovely lady.
And I love that dog. It's a really nice little crossbreed. Very good. Well, there's our first major agility competition completed for the day, but we have more coming up.